Okay. Okay, I'm able to see like Snapchat, Google calls. Okay, so Google Chrome, YouTube. Okay, so social media. So I understood like what you are thinking about mobile apps, right? So mobile app is nothing but a software basically. So it runs on a system. Say basically like any of your system for that matter. Let it be iPhone, let it be like Android phones, whatever it is. So it's a kind of a gadget that we have. So the gadgets cannot work on their own. So we require some kind of a software, right? So yeah, thanks guys. You are putting a lot of apps, but start listening to me. Okay, start listening to me enough. So what exactly the mobile app is? Like mobile apps are like a piece of software so which runs on a system. So it will help us to do some multiple tasks with the same gadget. I can use the gadget as a camera, I can use that gadget as a calculator, I can use that gadget as a phone. So there are like multiple use cases, right? So we can just make use of this particular piece of gadget to serve our needs basically. So to do that we require software, like we require some kind of help so that it will do its task. So whatever we ask it will do, right? So that is what it is. So mobile apps are something which will make your life easier in that way, right? Yes or no? Thumbs up. Yeah. Yes, Ishan. Yes. Okay, you are on the universe. Okay, cool then. So we will start developing one app today. Okay, so the before we just do that, we will set the goal. Okay, what is that particular app that we are going to do? And we need to have the vision, right? So what we are developing, so in that way, so we are going to develop a app to help someone who is like old. Okay, suppose elders are there in your home, right? Maybe your granny, grandpa. So they'll be there. Sometimes maybe they'll be in India or they'll be anywhere for that matter. Or we can also think about patients who is like critically in ICUs, or maybe they are like bedridden. Anyone for that matter. So they cannot shout and speak, correct? So if suppose they want water or they want some help, they can just call you twice or thrice, but more than that they will drain their energy. Don't you feel so? Yes, no, yes, right? So how can we help them, right? How can we help them through apps? So that is the idea of today. Okay, so for that what we will be doing is we'll be doing a voice assistant app. Okay, what we are doing voice assistant app. So whenever they click on some buttons, so we'll just try to help them speak. Instead of they speak, uh, AI or the voice assistant in your mobile will speak instead of them. So they can put the volume on high and they can start using this. So shall we start doing it? So how many of you are excited? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's like this. We are going to do this app in the next 20 minutes. Okay. So please see this carefully. I'll be like doing step by step, and I'll also give you some tasks so that you can start doing it on your own also. Okay. So quickly, let me share my screen and we'll start the session. So here we are using some platform called as a Thunkable. Okay. So how many of you have heard this name Thunkable or used it? Okay, Vivan, you have already used it. Hey, that's great. So many people have already used it. So have you developed apps in Thunkable already? No? Okay, you have heard of the name. Bala, you already know about it. Can you unmute and speak quickly?
Yeah, I created a language translator.
That's great. That's great. Good. Maybe like in the next few sessions, you'll be like learning more. Maybe today will be your revision. Maybe can take this as your revision if you've already done it. Okay. So yeah, here we go. I'm just going to share this link in the chat so you can make use of this. Please don't flood the chat with the unwanted messages now, because you will miss out the thing. Okay. So I'm just going to send it to everyone. So yes, here you go. So go to this website. Okay, go to this website, and if you just click on that link, you will see the screen which you are seeing now. Okay, done. How many of you have seen the screen already? I want all of you to turn on your cameras because I'll not be knowing whether you're doing or not. Okay, it's my sincere request. At least, or you can also like show thumbs up. You need not to unmute yourself. Okay, try to turn on your cameras. Just try to show me thumbs up, thumbs down, so that I'll understand that whether you have done or not. Okay, great, great. Okay, so you have to sign up for the first time. Okay, it's a simple Google sign in. So just go click on sign up. Okay, when you click on sign up, so all of you do with me. Okay, click on sign up, and you will see sign up with Google. Okay, there's something called as sign up with Google. So click on this, and you will see different accounts that you have signed in already. So you can click on your own Gmail account, and you can go ahead and enter this. Maybe let me just go confirm it. So once you select that, you have to confirm it. Shravani, you have any doubt at this point?
When I press sign up with Google, it says can't access this service.
Can't access the service, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how many of you are facing the same problem?
I'm getting on.
Sorry?
I'm getting on the app.
Okay, okay, great. So Shravani, maybe you have to take help of your parents, I guess. They would have turned on the parental control, maybe. So that's why you're just facing that issue. So you can just take help of your parents in case you are doing anything like you're facing anything like that. So Tanvi,
Mine is my screen's white. Do I have to wait a little bit?
completely white, is it? Nothing is visible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's loading, I guess. Okay, so it's like after you confirm, so you will get this particular thing like you have to select your role that you have to select as a student. Okay, once you select as a student, you can just go to the next, and then with no experience. Okay, so that it will give you the basic version of the app development. So you can just click on the next. After you do this, you should be able to see such screens here. Are you able to see the screen here?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, Tarun. Yes, Tarun, please tell me.
It says that it says for me that I can't access it because I'm under 18.
That's because of the parental control. So maybe you can make use of your parents' email ID, okay? So that they'll be able to help you out. So you can just enter through their mail ID.
My parents aren't here.
Oh, they're not here? Okay, anyway, it's like here we are just recording all the session, right? So you can make use of this recording and then later you can do that. Okay,
Okay.
don't worry about it. Okay, I hope no, you have entered this link.
I don't see beginner anywhere.
It's not a beginner, it's like student. You have to go to the student and then you have to click on the no experience and then you will be like entering this thing. Okay.
It just shows me create new app and then two next to it.
Okay, no problem. We are at the right stage. Okay, don't worry.
One a blank one and the one I did earlier.
Okay, no problem. So we will click on the start building. Okay. So here we will click on the start building or create apps. So here what we will do is we will start typing the project name. Okay. So the
Okay.
project
The
name is
project name is.
Excuse
yes.
Yes.
what are we doing? I joined late.
Okay, Manasvi,
Okay,
like this
Manasvi, like
session
this
is record.
session is record.
Manasvi, this session is recording. Okay, so you can see the recording and you can get to know. So if you're joining late, it will not be able to repeat it. Okay, so you can see the recording and you can make use of that. Yes, Tanvi.
It's still loading for me. The screen's completely white, like still.
Okay, just click on the reload button.
Um,
Maybe you will see the things. Okay.
what do you click to get where you are right now?
So I just clicked on start building, or you will also
Oh.
see, you can see this button there. So click on start building and then write a project name called as voice assistant, voice assistance app. Okay. So this is the app name that I'll give, and the category you can select as education. Okay. And then you
Um,
can make it as a public. So then you can click on create here.
I'm gonna join again. I'm just gonna like reload my computer.
Okay, okay, sure. So it'll be like create. So once you create, you can see your app will be like created like this, and you will load the screen like this. So I want all of you to see the screen now so that you'll be able to do this. If you're not able to like log in, please take help of your parents so that you'll be able to do this. Okay. People are able to see the screen like this on your computer.
Yeah.
Yes, very good, very good. So this I'm going to explain you. So this particular left hand side, whatever you see, this is a screens component. So whenever we drag and drop some of the components here onto the mobile screen, like the virtual mobile screen, so all the components that I drag and drop on the mobile screen will be visible here. Say for example, like I'll just drag and drop the button. So I'll drag and drop the label, the image, whatever I drag and drop. So I'll be able to see it here. So later, if you don't want that particular component, you can also delete it like this. Delete it like this. Okay. So this is the screen component. And here in the components, you have some basic components. Here you have some basic components where you can start building your apps. So any app that you take, you will be having a text box. That is nothing but the search bar. You'll be having that search bar, right? So how many of you have seen that? Maybe in your YouTube, in your all the social media platforms, you'll be having one space where you can just type something that is nothing but the text box. Okay, that component is also here. So the text input is one of the component that we can use for it. And you'll be like seeing for sure buttons, right? So whenever you click on a button, something is going to happen. Like in the camera app, you have a button to click photos, right? So that way you can give some functionalities to it. So that way we can make use of this buttons here. So we can just design a screen in such a way that maybe like all of you would have like used one of the apps. So this app will be like designed in such a way that it is very easy to use, correct? So it'll be like a user friendly. So you should also be like able to do something like that. So in this case, for this voice assistant, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to design this particular screen over here. So design the screen over here with some background. Okay, so you can put the background color here like this, the standard background colors you have, or you can also custom build your background colors. So over here in the property screen, so each of your component will be having a different properties. It's like eyes are there to see, and nose is there to smell. So each of our body parts has a different properties, right? So the same way here, each component has a different properties that we can customize it. So this is all about the designing process. Okay. So after we design, we will code. So first we will let us design it. So all of you are able to put some background here. Are you able to do that? Okay. So you can put your
No,
favorite
I
color.
can't. I click color.
Okay. So here you have to go to your screen one. See to it. Your screen one is selected here. Okay. Once the screen one is selected, you have to go to the background color. Okay. So once you go to the background color, you can select any of the colors here, or you can also like custom build it like this.
It's just showing me if I can if I want to if I want to name it something else.
It won't let me log in.
Sorry,
Oh,
It won't let me log in.
it won't let you log in. Maybe because of the parental control. Please take help of your parents. Okay. If you're not able to log in, it's general for everyone. If you're not able to log in, maybe they would have turned on the parental control. So please,
I wrote the correct password and it won't let me, and it kicks me out.
okay. So that's what, to take help of your parents. Okay. So at this case, okay. So please take help of your
Excuse
parents.
me.
So it'll be helpful. Yeah.
I joined a little bit late, so I got on the website. When am I supposed to, like, I logged in?
So yeah,
But
please,
it says welcome to Thunkable.
so please sign up. Please sign up and come
Yeah.
to the screen, because we'll not be able to repeat it. Okay.
Do I have
So
to
please
click
see the recording. Please see the
business
recording.
professional, parent teacher, or administrator? Which one do I have to
Student.
click?
So who are
Okay.
you? Student, right? So can do
Yeah.
that.
ఏంటి అది మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్ పెట్టేవేంటి ఇది పెట్టేవేంటి ఇది పెట్టేవండి బ్రౌజర్
Okay. So once we take this, we will take a button. So we will learn how to use the button first. So once you drag and drop the button here, you will be able to see the button over here like this, and you can just customize this button like anywhere in the app. Like say, for example, usually buttons will be in the bottom, or it'll be like next to one of the components, right? So that way I'll just make use of this button here as of now. I'll just keep this button in the center of the app. So this is the kind of a hello world program for us. Okay. So once we take this button, we can customize this button's text also. Like I want to like give the button text as talk to me, or talk, or speak. You can just abbreviate it, or you can just give a simple self-explanatory words there. So like this, speak. And if you just write something here, you can also see that button's text is also getting changed. And you can also adjust the width of this button like this. You can customize this. So are you also able to do this things?
I can't change its name for some reason.
Okay. So
For some reason,
1 minute. It's like you have to go to the button. So you have to select the button.
Yeah, I clicked
Okay.
it there.
And then here at your right hand side, you'll be having the property
Um,
window, right? So in this property window, you can do that. And you can also change the text color if you want. You can also like select the different fonts that you want. Okay. And later you can also select the background color of your text also. Sorry, the button also. Like say, for example, like green. I can put it as green, put it as brown, like black, whatever it is. It was blue here like this. So I can select a different background colors for the button also. So please see my screen whenever I'm teaching you. I'll also give you another 2 more minutes so that you can try yourself. So I hope you people have renamed it. So this is it, okay? This is it. And we will try to see how it works in the coding part. Shall we see that? How it works in the coding part? How to code it? Yes, please give me a thumbs up if it is okay. Okay. So I see many of you are giving me a thumbs up. Okay, good. See, I can only see people who are, turn on your cameras. That's all. Other than that, I'll not be able to see you. If you turn on your cameras and give me a thumbs up, it'll be easy for me to proceed further. Okay. So next thing is, do you see this blocks here in the top? All of you, blocks in the top. So click on the blocks and you will see this, area where you have different, controls over here. So Mehta, so can you unmute yourself and ask if you have any doubt, or you can put your hands down if you don't have any doubts. Okay, great. So here we have some core components like control, logic, math, and etc. functions and etc. So this controls will be there and the app features will be there for all your apps. Okay. But this UI component is there, right? What do you mean by UI component? UI component is nothing but user interface component. The abbreviation of UI is user interface. Suppose you have a mobile screen and you see so many different components, right? So that is nothing but the user interface. This is a usual term that we will call in mobile app development. So developing a design, this is nothing but the developing a user interface. So if a user want to interact with you, this is the interface that you're going to create it, right? So that is what the meaning is. So now I just go to the blocks and you can see only two components here. So my main goal is like whenever they click on the aged person or the person who is like bedridden, so whenever they click on the button, they should be able to speak something. So in that way, I'll click on this button one. Okay, there are a lot of components, right? There are a lot of blocks. Which block to use? Now, the first thing is when the button one is clicked, I should do something, right? So that is what the main agenda of this particular program. So we'll just take this when button one click. Okay, so we can drag and drop. It's all about Scratch only. So it is like Scratch only, but the user interface is a little different here. That's all, right? How many of you agree with me? It is something very similar to Scratch only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy. So whenever the button is clicked, what exactly should happen is I have to speak. So if you're smart enough, can you just look at your, this block, the programming block, and can you suggest me like which block should I select? Huh, Tejas, Joshil,
Text.
text, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so text if I
Or
select,
an after speech.
okay, that's good. Vivan,
I said yes, speech and text.
okay, speech and text, is it?
Say hello in English and US.
Okay, okay, great. Shreya, which block we have to select?
I have a question actually.
Uh-huh.
How do you find like the when button one click do?
Okay, click on the button one. Click on the button one here. So you get this extra like the blocks related to the button one, and you can select the first one. So what we have to do is, since we have to speak, we have to turn on the app feature. So one of the app feature is speech. So speech is one of the app feature. Okay, you have to take that speech and you can say hello in English. And you can also select some different languages as well, that you can make use of it later, but you can just take this block and put it here inside this. It's like a puzzle, right? So it just goes in like whenever you click on the button, it will say hello in English. So have you done this part? So go to the speech. Again, I'm repeating it. Okay. Go to speech and click on the say hello block. Like take the say hello block and put it inside this. And immediately your app is done. The programming of this app is done. So how to test it now? So how to test it? So it is like you can see test, test the web preview is there, right? So you can just go with the web preview. So click on the web preview here in the top. So if you see here, if you click on this mobile screen that is speak, so you can listen to that. Hello, hello is there. Now you can customize your text. Say, for example, like if you want to just go back to the editing, so click on back to editing. Okay. So click on this back to editing and you can just go like rewrite your text to anything like good morning, or welcome to my app. Anything that you can type to my app. And after that, you can just go again and see the preview of this particular app, how it works. So click on this and you will be able to see like, so you can see, like you can listen to that. Welcome to my app. How many of you are able to listen to it?
Excuse me, sir. There's just one thing.
Huh?
So for some reason, I'm still in the design. I see the blocks, but I can't add the button. When I click on button, it doesn't add it on. So not there in the design thing.
In the
When you-
design thing. Okay, you have
Yeah.
to drag and drop it. It's not just click on this. You have to drag this and add it here. So like this, drag and add it here.
Okay, I see now. Okay.
Yeah. So quickly, I hope you people have done this. So this is like a direct method, like we know how to speak now, but I also want some user input, something like when the user is typing something on the text box, I want to get that text and speak the message. Suppose like the user will type something like I need water or please help me. Okay, so because this button, right? So you cannot keep go and change the text over here like in the preview. So there is no provision for you to customize your text, right? So it is like the button will be like preloaded with some text, and if you click on that button, the same text will be like repeated. Correct. So if you want to customize it, how shall we do it? So that is what we are going to learn now. Okay. So I'll just go back to editing. Okay. And then I'll go to design. Here I have something called as text input. I take this block, this text input block, and I'll put it here. Okay. Can you do this? Go back to the design again. So just drag and drop the text input, and you can have this text input like this. So is it visible for you now? Okay, you have done the designing. So that's all. Now what I'll do, I'll just adjust this code like this, the design like this, and I'll go to the blocks now. So I have one text box and one button now. So in this first text box, whatever I written in the text, I'll write in the text box. That should be spoken, right? That should mobile should speak that. Yes or no? Yes. So what I can do is I can just go to text input block, and here I can see text input text. So whatever the text that I input, that should be spoken. So I'll just take this and I'll simply just go replace this now like this.
Wait, which one is it?
Do you see this? So I'll just go to text input. I'll simply go to the text input and take this block text input one text. Okay. So this block I'll take and I'll just simply like place it on top of this, because this is the input area where you will tell like whatever you type in the text box, that should be like spoken, like it should say, right? Now, if you just go to the preview, right? And this time it's like not only speak, if you just click on speak, nothing is going to heard. So you have to type something now. So what we can type, we can type like hello all, welcome to my session. Yeah, I don't know because I'm on my headphones. I'll not be able to make you hear this. So if you just type something now, and after the typing, after you type a message and click on the button, so the same message will be spoken now. Is this cool? Yes. You're able to understand? You're able to do this part? So I want all of you to show thumbs up if you're already done, or if you have doubts also, you can just raise your hands and ask me a doubt. Okay, Sri Lahari, right?
Yeah, I don't see the text input one part when I click down on the screen button. Like I don't see it.
Okay, so here in the designing part, did you drag and drop the text box?
No, wait,
Okay,
I missed that part. Okay.
okay, so you can just go to the design part again, okay, and then take this text input and drag and drop it here. So it's
Okay.
like whenever you have that component, then you can use it. If you don't have that component, you cannot use that in your app. That's what the basic thing is. So that's why I told you, you have to just see the screen one components, like what different components that you have, and accordingly you can program it in your blocks. So did all of you enjoy this? Okay, shall we do a small task now? Shall we do a small task? Okay, now we just got this text input, okay, from the user. We got the text input. Okay, we have some more doubts. So Shravani,
How do you save it?
okay, this is auto saved, no issues. So since we are using it in a cloud, so this is like a cloud-based platform, so it'll be auto saved. Don't worry, your projects will be saved. But make sure that for the next time you enter with the same email ID, like log in with the same email ID so that you will see the apps, whatever the apps that you have developed.
Okay, because I'm on preview, and then when I'm not on preview, it doesn't show anything.
So if you're on preview, like what do you tell? Like if you're not on preview means like this, it is not showing you anything.
No, if I'm not on preview, then it's like blank, and it just like makes like it's just the moving block.
Okay, only like blocks are there and you're not able to see the screen is what you're telling.
Yeah, it's like your screen. It's like
Ah,
it just
okay. No problem, no problem. Just this is just a preview, that's all. Because we cannot keep taking mobile phones, right? So always. So we have to just make use of the web preview to understand like how your app is behaving, and then later you can just save that to like you can move it to the mobile device. So that we will see later, okay? How to transfer this app to your mobile and everything. So we'll see that in the upcoming classes. But for now, we will just use the previews, okay? Shreya,
Um,
yes, Shreya.
how do you add say in the blocks?
Okay. So here it is. So you just go to the blocks and the speech is there, right? Because our main goal is to speak, right? So we have to use the app feature called as speech and you have this say block. And it's like a puzzle then. Then like you just add the say block here and since I want to put the text input, whatever the text I got, so that's why I'm just putting this input. Okay, Anish, yeah, please tell me what's your doubt?
So can I just change the language?
Yeah, please do that. You feel free to change your languages.
How do
Go
you
to
do
Telugu,
that?
and
I
if it
don't
is
know.
there, we'll see like if Telugu can be like spoken there. Try that. Try if Telugu is there. All of you know Telugu here? Yes? Naki telusu. I am also okay, good. సో ట్రై చేయండి తెలుగులో మాట్లాడేకి అవుతుందా లైక్ ఇది తెలుగులో చెప్తా ఉందని చూడండి ఒకసారి అందరూ శ్రీలహరి ఎస్
Is your mother tongue Telugu?
యా
Oh,
యా
I have a question.
ఎస్ తరుణ్
So I changed it. I went to web preview. It just said it in English again.
ఓ ఇస్ ఇట్
Yeah, and I don't speak Telugu.
సో హియర్ ఓకే యూ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు కీప్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఓన్లీ
No, I changed it to a different language, but
Uh-huh.
it said, but spoken English. Like you try, it'll just speak
Okay, okay.
English.
Wait. Let's see. Maybe I just try with Japanese because I know a little Japanese. So let me just validate it. Okay, maybe like okay, this is not the language change here. So what is happening is like I just missed out. It's like a accent of it. Actually, it's like if you just see Japanese speaking, it's like they have a very soft tone with some different no tone, right? So it's like kind of high, something like that. So they don't they just pronounce it through their nose. All the alphabets in Japanese, like they'll always pronounce it through their nose only, nasika. So we'll just call it as like so. So that way, it's kind of a different what do I tell accent. So this is what the accent is, not the language. But I'll just show you the language translate later. Okay. But this is just a accent of it. Yeah.
Oh,
Do we publish it?
but when I change it to a different language, it's just the same accent too.
Oh, is it? Maybe you can
Yeah.
just maybe their accent is also same as English, but you try with Japanese or Chinese or Korean or something like that, you find the difference there. You will find the difference there. So okay, at last, like we'll just go with the task now. Okay, we'll do a task, a small task. What is the task is like we need to add few more buttons to it. Okay, so buttons like help, emergency, water, food, maybe like 4 buttons we will add. And whenever the patient or the elders, like whoever is using this app, whenever they click on that particular button, it should start telling, please help me with food. Suppose they are clicking on the food button. So it should tell, please help me with food. If they're clicking on water button, so please give me some water. So something like this you have to do. Add 4 more buttons to your design. Okay. Add 4 more buttons to your design, and then you can start doing this. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can also ask me. Vivan?
I actually made it a way so that it speaks another language.
Oh, is
So
it?
if you, yeah, so if it goes here, you can actually change this block to like any language. So gonna
Yeah.
put this to Telugu, and then we're gonna go to this. Wait, hold on. Web
Okay.
preview.
Okay,
And then
great,
after
Vivan.
that,
I'll just give you a chance now, okay? So you can just present your screen now and show it to everyone, okay?
oh,
So special permissions for you, okay? So I'll just make you co-host now for a while. Yes, Vivan, you'll be able to share your screen again, I guess.
it says this will stop other screen sharing. Do you want to continue?
That's no problem. That's no problem. You can take over, and later I'll share it again. So your friend is like found a way to do that. So he's going to show you now.
So I just went. So this is a web preview, and so what I'm
Good.
gonna do is gonna type in anything.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
So what it is
Oh.
telling?
It's telling namaste, and then
Namaste.
like because in Telugu it's well, I mean
In
hold on.
Telugu it is namaskaram, right?
In Telugu it is actually.
Yeah, but it'll take the Indian accent. That's it. It's like namaste all over.
So what I did was translation of text input text
Good.
from English language to Telugu language.
Very good, man. Very good.
So basically,
Basically, like you just made my job a little more difficult because you know, in your next class, this was your learning. So you already taught them this. I want
oh,
to give them a new app now.
oh, I'm
That
sorry.
that no problem. I'm very happy because you people are exploring. I'm very happy to like give you more apps now. Very good. I give applause to Vivan, right? So he explored a little new thing. Very good, man. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, great then. So go ahead with the task now.
Excuse me?
Yes.
What were the other 4 buttons? It was food, water, emergency, and what was the 4th one?
Okay. So food, water, emergency, and then what is the next one that I told you? Uh, it's
You said help.
help. Okay, help.
Oh, okay.
Maybe emergency is also like the help only. Maybe you can add a different one, maybe, right?
Okay.
So in
Thanks.
emergency, whenever they click on emergency button, like they will always ask like, please help me only. So
Okay.
instead of that, you can add one more button. So on your own, like that can be a creative part on your side.
Okay.
So you know how to add the buttons. So maybe you're like adding it, but just a quick bite for you. Okay. So here, whenever you add another button, you will see button 1, button 2, and all those things. But whenever you go to the blocks, you will miss out like which button is what, right? That will happen, right? Usually. So you'll not be able to code it properly. So what you have to do is while you're designing this screens, right? So you add a lot of button components now. You're adding at least 5 different button components. So you have to rename them. So you have to tell this button 1 as speech. Okay, speak button. So here, here is how you can rename it. Just go to the screens over here in the design. So okay, I'm not sharing my screen. Yeah, sorry. So I'm sharing the screen now. So you'll be like dragging and dropping multiple buttons like this, right? So whenever you drag and drop the buttons, you just go to the screens. Here you can see this edit button, right? So this is like a renaming it. So click on this edit button. So you can rename the button to speak. So you will understand this is a speak button and you can just rename button 2 as maybe food. So if you rename it here, it will not reflect here. So this is like a different property of your screen. Okay. So here just you're renaming the component, but if you want to actually edit this text over here, so you have to come to the property of that button and then tell food. Then only it will get updated. Okay, you're getting it. So this we are doing because whenever you go to the blocks, you can just find this very easily now. So this is like a food block. This is a speak button, and the next one will be a water button. So you can just rename them and you can make use of it. So whenever you're programming also, it'll be very easy. So this you can take it as your assignment also. Try to do that as your assignment if you wish, or if you can complete in the same session, that's very good. Okay. So at least one of the buttons, are you able to program? At least one of the buttons? Just try to program at least one button now. The rest of it, you can do it later. So how many of you are able to do that? At least one. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. So how was the session? Was it interesting? And seriously, you people are awesome. You have cooperated very well. And you didn't disturb the class in any formats for that matter. So that was wonderful. I request you to continue the same, all of you, for the next 3 sessions also, so that you can listen to me very well and you can ask many doubts to me, and you can also like develop new apps. But if you like keep disturbing me in the session, like turning on your mics or flooding the chat with unwanted messages, if you're doing that, then we will miss out. Okay. So I would request the same cooperation from all of you for the next 3 days also. Yes. So if you don't have any doubts, then
Parents here, you can stop screen sharing, whoever is sharing.
yes, yes.
Sandeep, is that yours?
No, no, no.
No,
I'll
ma'am.
just
I'll
share.
just share.
So now we have the last 10 minutes where we'll be taking questions. So does anyone have any doubt or questions, whether it is the parent or the child? Any doubt, any questions? If you'll have no doubts, I thank you all, Sandeep, and I thank all of you for joining this first session. We have 3 more to go. And of course, as Sandeep mentioned, you all have been fantastic today. So those who have no doubts, you may leave. Those who have any questions for us, want to know more about how to go deeper into learning about mobile app or Python or Scratch coding or any other course under Saptura, you can hang on and just ask us your questions. Yes, Hamshika, I can see your hand is raised for long.
We have to like finish this, finish some of it before the next class.
Yeah,
Homework?
you can try doing it. It's not
Okay.
compulsory, but you can try doing it. So that will give you more hands-on on your app development, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sandeep, you
finished
have asked Tanvi to stay back, right?
Yes. Because she
Tanvi,
was telling
I don't
the
see her.
all the time she was like having that issue.
Yeah. Anyone else has a doubt?
Anyone else has a doubt?
When is the recording for the session going to be sent?
Probably in a day or two.
Day or two.
Okay, thank you.